Yeah, I know I used the wrong URL, but thanks for clicking on the video. This was supposed to be a video about the Fuji X-E3 and the pictures it can produce in 2022. I had just one problem. I couldn't stretch a 10-minute video out on specs, features, and image quality. That's just not what I want to do with this channel. Thousands of people have already made the same thing, and to be honest, they probably did a lot better than I could do. I want this video to be about a problem I often have with my art, and many artists have too. It's the overwhelming feeling of not knowing where to start and being afraid of making crap. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe. The best people always help small creators. I've reached the point in my art journey where I know all the basics, I started to find my style, but I struggle to keep posting my digital art or my photography because I always want to top, I always want to improve my last project. What I didn't realize is that improvement doesn't come from waiting around and looking at pictures on ArtStation, it comes from working and learning. And sometimes that means posting crap. So the solution to this is just to jump, like not off a bridge, not over a jump rope. Like take the leap, jump, bound if you must, and make some art, even if it is crap. I don't really have a plan for this video at all. This is my first video on the channel, and I'm taking the leap by putting this video out. So I'll dedicate this video to all of my garbage art and what it led to. This one is a great start. This is my first roll of film. It was shot on an AE1 and Kodak Gold from like the 1980s. So I have lots of garbage pictures in here, but I did learn a lot. Almost every shot isn't level, my composition is horrible, and I was focused more on loading the film than correctly shooting at this point. I'm actually happy with this shot because it symbolizes my start as a film photographer, and I started hitting the gym after this, so today I look a little bigger than I did then. A year later, I kept shooting and learning, and it led me to some of my favorite film photos. Here's a digital piece. I actually liked how this piece turned out. It has lots of good colors, even though the composition needs a little work. But my problem with this piece is that I needed to edit it for 30 minutes to get the result that I wanted. I always liked the way film looked over digital, and I encourage the spirit of shooting film because I can't really edit film. Well, I guess you can, but that kind of ruins the creativity of film. Placing more boundaries on yourself causes you to be more creative. It's kind of like a prime lens or a film stop. And if those colors and that lighting can be edited to look a different way, then why would I keep shooting film? My goal as a photographer is to capture the moment, not alter it. That's why I like my X-E3 so much. Here's some photos from the Fuji that my dislike of editing inspired. Good thing about all these photos is that none of them were put into Lightroom. All these are JPEG straight out of the camera. Moving on to some digital art now. This was my attempt to create a Studio Ghibli shot in Blender using a technique I had just learned the day before. Now it turns out recreating a style of a masterful traditional artist in a 3D digital program was a little harder than I thought. Here I learned how to give objects outlines and some texturing techniques, but I never really finished this project. But here's what it led to. This project was one of the most fun 3D projects I have ever done. It doesn't look exactly like I like it to, but I invested a whole lot of time and I'm really happy to apply my techniques and just make this scene work. That scene eventually led to this scene too, where I made a floating shop in a similar yet neon style. And what do we learn today? We sometimes have to take the leap and make some crap to get over a hill. Just because you're an artist and you express yourself through your art doesn't mean that your art can't be crap sometimes. There are tons of crap people in the world. I'm not calling you one, but hey, look, it's statistically, man, we all have to make some crap in order to make good art. Hey, now with this video coming to a close, I feel a lot better about posting my future content. This video may be full of crap, but at least I learned something along the way, and what more can I ask for my first video on this channel? Feel free to check out the socials where I post my art and my cat sometimes, and have a good one.